Hey everybody, here for Black Ink Crew Season 4 Episode 11. Let's get into it. It starts off with Donna and Naeem, and they're discussing the situation with Max, and Donna is just really not sure what to do as far as it goes with Max and his baby mama drama and whatnot. So Naeem is basically telling her, hey, weigh your options. Look at the pros and cons of the relationship. I feel like you should just do you. Keep yourself busy. And it doesn't mean that you don't care about him any less. It just means that you care about yourself more. So, Donna is like, me and Naeem had something in the past, but we've been cool ever since. And he has a new relationship that he's in, and I respect that. And I don't want to ruin our friendship because he's a really good friend of mine, and those are hard to come by. And I'm like, okay, Donna, cool. Because yeah, you really don't have any friends. You got a lot of people who got a personal vendetta against you, especially at Black Ink. So now we get to Duchess and Caesar, and Caesar is doing a do-over dinner date because the last one that they did went left because of the whole talk about Crystal and the baby mama child support situation. So they're still discussing this daggone Henny fountain. And Duchess goes and gets this picture. The picture you got? Like, let's say like a water pitcher where you press the thing and it shoots out the water and then you let it go and it stops. Like I forgot the exact name of it. But she got him, like, it's basically something that's like, them things that they give you at basketball games, like the little Gatorade, the big Gatorade cooler thing, something like that. She got him that and gonna call it a Henny fountain. He's like, no, that's not my idea of a Henny fountain. I want it to be a fountain, like, you see chocolate fountains where it's pouring out Henny, and I want two statues. She like, so you want two statues to be pissing and spitting out Henny? He's like, yes, that's what I want. And I'm like, listen, let the man have what he wants. It's his wedding too. So they're talking about the new Black Ink, and C said that the first location he had for it fell through, but he found a better spot for Black Ink. He just has to work, get his bread up to get there. And I'm like, okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with expanding. There's nothing wrong with, growing, because you're a business. You want to become a franchise. You want to get bigger. You want everybody to know your name. Cool. So Sky, every time Sky talks about this topic, it really touches my heart because I'm a mother and I can understand her thought process, So not to say that if you're not a mother, you don't understand it, but it's just that as a mom, you kind of make yourself empathetic to other mothers and what they may go through. And then you got some mothers who don't make themselves empathetic. They just want to judge. It is what it is. But me, I'm a very empathetic person. I try to put myself in another person's shoes and see, so I can understand how they feel and how they think. It's very psychological. I try to look at the psychological piece in people. And that's why I feel like I'm very social, because I try to look at how you think logically. I try to say, okay, well, if I was her, if I put myself in her shoes, how would she feel? That's kind of why I don't really argue with people like that. I don't really fight. I don't really get into much drama. If there's anybody out there who doesn't like me, their reason for not liking me would be because they 100% they'd have to be jealous of me. It has to, because I don't do anything for people to not like me. So, like I said, I'm empathetic and I can understand a little bit off topic, but it's a little bit, it's just understanding my thought process. So I can understand why Sky feels the way that she feels. And Sky is sad because she missed her son's birthday. And, it has her feeling a certain way. So she's in the shop and she's just down about it. And Walt is like, listen, Sky is Superwoman. She likes to make everybody happy. She likes to, keep it drama free. But when it comes to her kids are her kryptonite. So Sky just doesn't want her kids to think that she doesn't love them. And, it's a tough situation. It's kind of hard for them to understand. Like, I think they're teenagers themselves now. So they really, when you're a teenager, you can understand. You just have to break it down for them. You just have to let them know. Like, sometimes you got to be real raw and uncut. You can't sugarcoat nothing. Just let them know straight up. This is what happened. And this is what I had to do as a mother. It does not mean I love you any less. If anything, it means I loved you more because I made sure you had a life that's better than the life I could have gave you, So We get to Ted and Caesar, and they go to visit the new black ink. Ted doesn't really care for it. Now, this black ink, the new place he wants to have. Oh, you found both mics? She playing with her Mickey and Minnie microphones. Well, one is her brother's and the other one is hers. I'm surprised she got both of them because it's always one or the other or neither. But anyway, again, off topic. Sorry, y'all. But Ted and Caesar, they go to visit the new black ink, and it's upstairs. And to me, it looks way smaller than the black ink that they're already at. Like, the black ink that they're at is small, but I see more rooms at that black ink, unless they only showed us the front part, because I'm not understanding Caesar's vision with this new black ink. But if he feels like it'll be good, then go ahead. You like it, I love it. So Ted is basically not impressed. Caesar is hella excited, and Ted is like, "Listen, are you sure you want to invest into this? Like, how is this gonna work?" So Caesar is breaking it down to him, and he's like, "Listen, the waiting room is gonna be here. We'll have this back here. We'll put up art. We're gonna make it nice and classy. We on 125th, so we gotta change some of the stuff, like change what we do at the black ink now. We gotta change it up." So Ted is like, "Okay, well, I guess, welcome to black ink." So Caesar signs the lease. My thought process on this whole thing was, Caesar, you basically moved from the basement to the attic, because that's what it looks like. So you feel like you in a deluxe apartment in the sky. It didn't look spacious to me. It looked like very claustrophobic. It looked tight in that other space. But like I said, he likes it. I love it. So now they threw like a Harlem Renaissance party. Is this the next scene? Yeah. They threw a Harlem Renaissance party, and it's showcasing Osh's work. So naturally, Osh is late. And as soon as he come in, the first thing he wants is a drink, knowing that he's supposed to be on this sober path because Kathy is on the warpath to hit his pockets. So Caesar is doing this. He's sticking his neck out again and wanting and helping him showcase his art and, get his buzz going around and whatnot. So Duchess basically feels like it's selfish, and Caesar feels the same way because he shows up, he wants a drink, he's not even being a good host, he's not close it, Nyla, he's not, he's just not himself. And he did like this raffle where somebody, like a fan or somebody would get a free tattoo if they won the raffle ticket, and this girl won, so he set up a date and time for her to come to get her free tattoo. So, now we get to this whole beef with Ra Ali and, Sky. And basically, the beef is stemming over eyelashes, where she feels like Ra stole her friend's eyelash brand or whatever and tried to pose it as her own. And Sky confronted her, was like, "No, that's my friend's eyelash, that's her line, it's not yours, don't do that." So they going back and forth, and it goes from them arguing over eyelashes to Ra Ali coming to Sky's house, to Sky calling her out, all kinds of craziness. It just escalated for no reason. Nyla, I'm not playing with you. Move, go that way. Bye, thank you. So Caesar is basically annoyed because he's like, "Listen, this situation has nothing to do with me. It has to do with her and Sky. She's my client. I'm touching up her tattoo, whatever." So Ra basically, first, as soon as she came in there, I knew she was coming in there starting trouble, because she's like, "I want to get a tattoo touched up. But yeah, what happened? Where's that girl that work here?" He's like, "Oh, Sky, she got the day off." And she's like, "Oh, okay. I don't really understand the beef me and her got, but I would love to talk to her or whatever." And who called her in? Oh, Caesar called her in after he did the tattoo. And, Ra is like, "Okay, let's do that so we can talk." So Caesar called Sky after the tattoo. Honey, Sky showed up ready, guns a-blazing. She walked in, she ain't even acknowledged nobody else. She walked in, took that coat off, and went straight to Caesar's room. So she walks in, and Ra is like, "Oh, how you doing? Wait, you show up ready to bang?" Sky like, "Listen, it is what it is," and just started swinging. Now, first of all, Ra Ali's wig, her wig was nice and everything. You know, her Brazilian, her Remy, whatever it was nice. But that Brazilian was off her head in like 0.2 seconds. Just like I said, po Lil Tink Tink. That was a nice little wig too. It had a nice little part, but you know, all you see is Ra and her hair. She could have braided that though. Like, you know, she could have did what Sky did. Sky braided hers because, you know, it looked like Sky was going to get a weave like a little bit later, but she saved it for later because, you know, when black women cornrow their hair and put Vaseline on their face and take off their earrings, it's a moment. It's a moment. That's a universal thing. When women do that, it's a moment. So they fought. And, you know, next thing you know, she goes outside. She wants liquor. But at the same time, after she calmed down, she kind of got mad at herself for stooping so low. And she felt bad. She said stuff like this is, you know, the past always comes back to get you. Every time you try to be a good person, the past always finds a way back to get you. And I'm not this person. I'm mature. And I need to just stop doing this fighting stuff. Like, you know, this is stuff I was doing at 14. So I'm like, I get it. So, you know, she cleaned up Caesar's room. And then, you know, she just realized that this is hurting her and hindering her from being a better person. And it has a lot to do with her sons. She's frustrated about, you know, the situation with her sons. So I get it. So now we get to Art to Ink, and they're having a sip and paint event. Alexis arrives because we know she doesn't like Donna, and Donna now works at Art to Ink. So Sassy checks in with Alexis because she likes Alexis. She doesn't want there to be drama. So she basically talks to Alexis and lets her know, hey, Donna is here. I know you don't like her. I know y'all don't get along. Whatever. So Sassy, you know, she didn't realize that she spilled the beans on Donna and Naeem being together in the past. Alexis knew nothing about it. And Alexis is like, no, he said they never messed around. You know, they've never been together. And she's like, oh, I thought that was the whole reason why. I thought that was the whole reason why they didn't like each other. So Alexis goes inside and basically goes off. Now, I'm sorry, but this entire argument was hilarious. For the simple fact that Donna is like, listen, I've never had a deaf girl, you know, I've never been cursed out by a deaf girl. So, you know, she's like, her hands are all in my face. And, you know, it's like she throwing up gang signs, but I know she's signing because she's deaf, you know, and it's like, why are you coming at me? You need to use your inside hands, not your outside hands. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But I laughed so hard. I'm so sorry. And I know I'm probably going to hell for that. But it wasn't even so much as me. I'm not laughing at Alexis. I'm laughing at Donna's reaction to being cursed out by Alexis. And the inside hands, that killed me. I'm sorry. That really killed me. So Alexis is pissed. And now this is where I think Donna was wrong. And I mean, you could agree with me, you could disagree with me, but this is just me. I feel like Donna was wrong because now Donna started provoking her by saying, you gonna make it a goal for me to suck his thing again and screw him. And I'm like, Donna, whoa. Again, that's your friend. You know, he just got you a job at Art to Ink. You know, he just helped you out. He's helped you out on numerous occasions. So for you to provoke his girlfriend, naturally he's going to side with his girlfriend because that's the mother of his child and that's his, you know, that's his girl. So I honestly feel like Alexis should have never confronted Donna. She should have confronted Naeem. They both should have confronted Naeem because that's where Naeem is at fault because he never told Alexis about him messing around with Donna. He's just always said that Donna is his friend. But Alexis is not stupid. Women, we all have that intuition where we know a guy say some girl is just a friend. We may trust him, but won't trust her. And that's how it is most of the time. So Naeem was wrong in just letting them sit there and argue when he could have said, yo, babe, let's take this outside. Let's talk about this together. He should have been had that conversation with Alexis. Now, all of this is blowing up. Donna and Alexis about to fight. And now he going off. Phoenix is trying to stop him. He getting mad at Phoenix, pushing Phoenix. You have no right to be angry, sir. You have no right at all. Because all of this is your fault. If you'd have just kept it 100 with Alexis, if you would have told her a long time ago, now she walking into Art to Ink looking stupid. Because Donna done had you in the past and you never told her that. There's nothing worse than making a woman look stupid and not knowing all the facts about you. You know, that is the worst thing you can do to your significant other. So don't get mad at Donna. Get mad at yourself because you failed to tell your girl that information. So, you know, Puma kicks everybody out, but everybody come back. They, you know, turning back up. They do a moisture dance. I guess, whatever. But it was just a good, you know, they came back, laugh about it, whatever. At least it wasn't ongoing drama like it usually is at Black Ink, you know. So now we get to Sky, and Sky is debating on if she should take a trip to see her boys. She decides she is. Her friend Allison stopped by, wishes her luck, tells her, you know, I got you. So Sky decides to take the trip to see her boys. She wants to tell him her story, wants to let them know that the decision she made in giving them up for adoption was not because she didn't love them. It's because she was a baby herself. But then in the middle of her being en route to go see her boys, she chickens out. She gets scared. And she's like, I don't know if now's the right time. I know that I have to do this. You know, I'm never scared of anything. I'm not scared of anything, but I'm scared of this. So she backs out and she figures that now is not the right time. But she knows it's something that she has to do. So my whole Sky, don't be scared. Tell them boys the truth. People always respect you more when you tell the truth. So if you tell these boys exactly why you did what you did, I'm pretty sure they will understand. And if they're teenagers now, they would understand completely because they're at the age that you were when you had them. So you just got to be honest. And that's what all parents need to do with their kids. No matter how bad you think the truth may seem, you have to be honest with your kids. So now we get to Caesar and Melody. They're in the shop or whatever, and they're both wondering where Osh is. And Melody is like, I haven't seen him. So the same client that won the raffle at the art show has been waiting for 4 hours, and Caesar had to send her home. So now Caesar is at his breaking point. He's over it at this point. So then Osh comes in like nothing is wrong, nothing happened, and he's trying to apologize. You know, Caesar is like, where you been? He's like, oh, you know, I just finished getting it on with my lady. So Caesar's not in the mood to joke. He's like, listen, that's a poor excuse. You had a client here to do a tattoo. I had to send her home and reschedule. That is very irresponsible of you. You are not professional. I'm tired of sticking my neck out for you and you just crap on me. So, you know, Osh sees that he's not joking. And Melody must have knew that something was going to go down because I swear to God, you know how people do in church when they got to get up and remove themselves? That's kind of what Melody did. Melody left that shop so quick. She was like, she was gone. So, you know, he's trying to apologize and Caesar's like, I don't want to hear it. You know, it's no respect. I give you the respect of, you know, doing for you and giving you opportunities and you just still messing up. Like, come on, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of putting myself on the line for you and you don't even care. So Caesar is so mad. He's so pissed. He's flipping tables. He's throwing chairs. And I felt his frustration because it's like you constantly try with a person and they just don't care. I completely can relate. You keep trying with a person and they just don't care. They don't care. So it's like you at your breaking point. It's like enough is enough. And if it takes for you to throw stuff and flip tables, then by all means, get that anger out. Because it's annoying. So, you know, Caesar is very emotional. He may not want to admit it. He's very emotional. So he goes in the back and he's crying, you know, trying to talk to him. He's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Just leave me alone. So then he goes outside. Melody meets up with him. He's like, yo, what's going, you know, she's like, what's going on? And he's like, listen, you know, I don't know my worth. I just feel like Caesar needs to focus his energy on something else more important and just leave me, you know, just let me do what I do. And I'm like, it's sad that you think of yourself that way. Like, Osh has very low self-esteem. Like, you can tell he has very low self-esteem. He doesn't appreciate or value his life. Like, he needs help. Not only rehab, but dude needs therapy. You know, he needs rehab and a therapist. Somebody that could relate to him and could talk to him about his issues. But it basically ended there. Next episode, we finally see this fight that with Donna and Duchess that they've been talking about, where Duchess took her wig and all this other craziness. whatever. But y'all let me know how y'all felt about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.